today is supposed to be day 19 of the microdosing, but I decided to pause or quit. I don't know. I've been feeling very, very weird, like very vulnerable and emotionally intense.
First of all, how the idea of trying Amanita mushroom got in my head, I'll tell you. I'm a mushroom nerd. I like mushrooms, and all mushrooms are just wow. I'm like fascinated about the fungi kingdom. And I encountered psilocybin mushrooms when I was 19 years old. And all my journey of expansion started from their exploration of the natural world. But I met Amanita muscaria mushroom, fly agaric, muhamor in my dreamland, when I was asleep and I was dreaming. And I met Amanita muscaria mushroom 3 times, and every time I felt such happiness, I was screaming muhamor, which is fly agaric, Amanita muscaria in Russian, muhamor, and I was just screaming muhamor when I met the mushroom in my dreamland. And obviously that stayed in my head, and I'm like, you're calling for me, I hear you. The other thing is that I watched this video about Christmas theory on YouTube channel called After School, and the video is called Magic Mushroom Christmas Theory. And it said how shamans, people of the Arctics, used to dry Amanita muscaria mushroom, and on the winter solstice, December 21st, they were going from house to house and delivering the gifts. And as it says in the video, since it was like winter time obviously, and all the houses were covered with snow, it was easier for those shamans to put the Amanita muscaria mushroom, fly agaric, muhamor in the chimney. And this is where the idea of putting the gifts in the chimney came from. And those shamans were wearing red and white to honor the mushroom, same as Santa Claus clothing, red and white. Amanita mushrooms usually found under the evergreen coniferous tree in the northern hemisphere, same as red and white gifts under the Christmas trees. Reindeer were seen eating Amanita muscaria mushrooms in Siberia as well, and it says that shamans used to drink their urine, their pee, and have this psychoactive effect after drinking it without the toxins, because toxins were digested by the deer. And Amanita mushroom is not toxic for deers. I highly recommend watching that video by After School for a better picture of the theory, which resonates. Like, it sounds like truth to me personally, because one of the craziest thing, which just I love it, the Christmas tree decorations from Soviet Union countries, every pack had the fly agaric mushroom, Amanita muscaria decoration, and I find it beautiful. And since I'm in Kazakhstan right now, and my ancestors are coming from like the territory of Russian Federation, it feels special to welcome Amanita mushroom in my body while being on this land. It feels like connecting with my ancestors, which is Amanita mushroom, and all the shamans who, based to my knowing, experienced it on this lands, like post-Soviet Union, Siberia. And I'm opening up to surrender to your flow. I'm open for the guidance. I'm honoring your presence. Gratitude. Today is my day 4 of taking Amanita medicine, and I can't really feel like when I take the pill, I'm like, ooh, it's working, I feel it. Not really, to be honest. My first impression, my first day, I took the pill, I started reading a book, and in 15 minutes, I took the pill on an empty stomach, and in 15 minutes, I don't know, it was just like, poof. I felt so clear, I felt so much clarity. And the interesting thing, I could breathe so well. It's like I wasn't breathing 100% before with my nose. And at that moment, my nose was just like, oh wow. I also can't be super objective estimating this experience because of hormonal changes I've been having. I mean, it's my cycle. I'm on my moon, and the way I feel, it's very similar how I usually feel during this period. But I've been very retrospective. I'm like, good old times, good old me, and very appreciative of everything I have. I have so much euphoric gratitude. It feels like every moment, and I'm this person usually as well, but it's more elevated, I guess, in every moment I feel it, even though I'm doing gratitude practice every day, but it feels more elevated, I guess. I can focus properly and just be there. And since I'm in Kazakhstan, I've been using for the past months, I've been having lots of screen time comparing to what I had in Hawaii, like almost zero screen time. And I've been catching this productivity mode and just do, and it was like, felt a little restless to just be and sit with it, with whatever, and just stare somewhere. And also the big aspect that I'm in the city and it's been harder. Yes. But now, for the past 4 days, I can just be. It feels easy to absorb information as well. Yeah. Besides the Amanita, I'm also keep taking lion's mane, which is neurostimulator, neurotransmitter, helps to create new neuron connections. So it helps in combination in cacao, boost my brain work.
Amanita panterina is different from magic mushrooms people take for psychedelic effect. Magic mushrooms, I think all mushrooms are magic, but magic mushrooms, primarily alkaloid, is psilocybin, which is broken down into psilocin in the digestive tract. Amanita panterina and Amanita muscaria mushrooms are not considered psychedelic because they don't contain psilocybin. They considered psychoactive due to their compounds like ibotenic acid and muscimol. But Amanita panterina mushroom is known to be more potent, more higher in concentration. Muscimol reacts with GABA receptors and has psychoactive properties like euphoria, tranquility, altered sensory perception, altered sense of hearing and taste, and vivid dreams. Humans naturally have muscarinic acetylcholine receptors in the body, which are broadly expressed in the central nervous system. It's basically parasympathetic system activation. Ibotenic acid acts like glutamate, the most abundant neurotransmitter in the brain and central nervous system in the human body, and is considered more elevating, energizing, stimulating, but high doses can be very toxic.
Today, day 8. On the day 6, I increased the dosage to 1 gram, which means I take 1 pill in the morning and 1 pill in the evening. Each pill 0.5 grams. It actually recommended on the package from the place where I bought it, and I've been feeling very good. I've been feeling elevated, very confident. Yeah, just uplifted and feels nice. And it's very important, based on my research, that the intentions you put, in a way it's easier to be focused on them, on whatever milestone that I want to accomplish, and it feels that it's working in this direction. I'm like, I gotta edit my grandpa's book, I have to design it, I have to do other stuff, and it feels nice being in this like workflow as well as resting, and also like feeling that I can be better. Being feels good. And
Amanita muscaria and Amanita panterina has tons of health benefits, despite the fact that people put label toxic and inedible and develop this fear of Amanita mushrooms. And it's a big misconception, since there is a long documented history of using Amanita muscaria and Amanita panterina for healing. Comparing to this Amanita mushrooms, Amanita muscaria and Amanita panterina doesn't have amatoxins, which can destroy your liver. If prepared properly, it can be the greatest medicine. Like, some other foods. Gotta be prepared properly, otherwise it can kill you. And there are research are being done these days on the therapeutic properties of muscimol, the compound in Amanita mushrooms. There is a Russian doctor and scientist, Baba Masha. That's her fictional name because she was banned many times after sharing her experiences and giving advices on how to use Amanita muscaria mushrooms. But yeah, she started with sharing her experiences on YouTube. She has like English channel and Russian channel as well. She was interviewed and I watched some of her interviews on that subject. Baba Masha created this online survey and 12,000 people self-reported about their usage of Amanita muscaria fly agaric mushroom. And based on this survey, people noticed many health improvements, like it helped them with addictions, depression, anxiety, inflammation in the body, helped to improve different skin conditions. When used externally, it helped with burns and muscle pain. It acted like immunomodulator, improving the immune system, neuromodulator. It helped to heal migraines, helped to relieve menstrual cramps and menopause hot flushes, helped with mood stabilization, decreased allergies, helped heal flu and cold, improved gut health, documented many cases when the libido were increased in men, not women. And the most percentage of people reported improved sleep. Personally, to summarize, as the basis of all those improvements, I would say the Amanita muscaria and Amanita panterina mushrooms act as a very potent and strong anti-inflammatory. The underlying cause of many of those diseases are inflammation in the body. And as well as mushrooms have pretty high content of polysaccharides, which are complex macromolecules, which act as the source of energy in cells in animals.
The dosage is very personal. I started from 0.5 grams and on the day 6 I increased to 1 gram as recommended on the package of the product that I acquired. And I heard that the effect varies, like it can make you sleepy or it can make you energized or just very tranquil. So I'm experimenting. Or if people tend to be aggressive, they can have this sudden spike of aggression, and in this case it's not recommended to continue the usage or deal with it by physical activities. Keep this in mind.
It is graduation for the work you have done. It is elite healing for people who were willing to do the shadow work, deal with the deep, dark pain of grieving, confronting shame, dealing with loss. The other thing that pantherina is for is shaman training. It is the advanced spiritual state. It takes you to places through time, vertically and horizontally, until you're walking on another realm and engaging in another world with other entities and beings, like you live there, and you're downloading packets and packages of information, and it feels like soaking in a soup or a bath and absorbing from all around your consciousness knowledge you used to know, like the universal knowledge.
Today's supposed to be day 19 of the microdosing, but I decided to pause or quit. I don't know. I've been feeling very weird, like very vulnerable and emotionally intense. And I've been crying for the past 6 days. I mean, the fly agaric, like the Amanita panterina, Amanita muscaria, like promoted to be as antidepressant, like helps with anxiety, depression, elevates mood. Like maybe it's not because of the mushroom, maybe it's something that I'm going through internally. and I just want to be free of anything, any psychoactives today, and just want to see. And I had really nice meditation, maybe that's why I'm feeling so good right now. And I had the best bus ride ever. It was like I never experienced that silence, like no one even made it like tiny noise. We were just like 7-Eleven, like it happened at 7 a.m. So beautiful life, beautiful experience, beautiful people. But maybe mushroom helps me to release everything what was kind of like suppressed or stuck inside, and now I'm just like waterfall. Look at you. Wow. Precious. Whoa. At exact day when I said that I want to stop or just pause Amanita muscaria, Amanita panterina microdosing, I found Amanita muscaria. I'll take it as a you shall continue your journey as a sign from the universe. Where did I go? I finished my 30 days of microdosing, and I was journaling every single day about my moods and whatever I felt, whatever sensation. First of all, I want to acknowledge that many things could affect this experience. Like my overall lifestyle is pretty healthy. I get like a stable sleep, like I go to bed like at 9-10 p.m. and I wake up at 6. Mindful eating, whole foods, and anything could affect that. But I still want to share my experience, my observations. So to summarize, it was kind of like the moods were fluctuated, but I always felt this backbone, like the core of stillness in me. Like I call that soft sense of serenity, which like inner peace, inner knowing. No matter what are the thoughts I had, no matter what are like the mood swings, I always had this stamina within. Calm, focused, and it was easy to absorb information. And I had deep gratitude for every little thing, and it was easier to sit still because after being in the city I got very productive mode, hustle culture and whatever the buzzword is. But it was easier for me to sit still, grateful, loving, energized. I would say around 24 days out of 30 I felt pretty energized, elevated, and the other 6 days were kind of like moody, lazy, unmotivated, kind of natural mood balance. Very important observation is that my menstrual cramps, I usually have like extreme pain, but this times I had like a full period, and the beginning of the other one like almost zero pain. I don't know, it can like all my healthy lifestyle choices could affect that, but Muskimo, maybe. It was a little hard for me to meditate before I started microdosing, in a way that just like 1-2 weeks I was kind of struggling to sit still and focus, to just like finish those 20 minutes as I usually do. But I kind of pushed, I got the willpower, and I still sat, and I still, like, no matter if thoughts were coming or whatever, I would just like keep the discipline and sit every morning to meditate, or just like sit, lay down, whatever, just to take this time. And now I got better again, and I'm on my meditation flow again. So I put intentions like to focus and to better myself, like I always do when I started the journey. For example, I had to finish my grandfather's book. He wrote about like our family history, and I could sit still and finish the work. You gotta be focused, lots of computer edits, lots of like grammar edits, designing, and I could finish that during this 30 days, like slowly. Improvements in my physical health. I feel like I got more energy during those 30 days. I've done more physical activity, more walking, got more steps done. Yeah. And the last but not least, sleep quality. I kind of struggled when I came back to Kazakhstan. I struggled falling asleep. It took me 1-2 hours, which never really happened. Like prior to this, maybe 3 years, I was pretty like, I needed like 5-10 minutes maximum. But maybe like during this microdosing experience, I fell asleep fast, only like 3 times. But other than no, it took me a while to fall asleep. I slept pretty good, like I usually do, so I can't really say any comment about that. Not as any improvement. Yeah, just like many people claim that their sleep got improved. I would continue my journey of exploring natural medicine. And grateful for Amanita, panterina. Stay open, stay curious. We're these beautiful human beings on this beautiful planet, and we have so much to explore about ourselves, to go within, to explore outside. Much love, much gratitude. Stay open, stay curious, keep questioning everything. Keep smiling, keep laughing. Beautiful planet, beautiful people, beautiful experience. Peace.